So now they trying to put Donald Trump's face on a $250 bill. America will be a third world country if this shit keep up. But the real question is, why $250? 2 plus 5 is 7. The Matrix used numbers to control us because it's gambling with our life every day. This video is about to get a little dark and a little deep. Stay with me. 2 plus 5 is 7, which is connected to the 7 angels blowing the 7 trumpets. Lucky number 7. 7 days of the week. 7 chakras. 7 deadly sins. The 7 seas. 7 heaven. 7 colors of the rainbow. Or how about your 7 chakras? It's not $250, it's 7. We are just the pawns on a chessboard that only move 7 spaces. We are trying to reach number 8. Number 7 is the hex, the curse, the spell that keep us trapped in this 7-day ritual. The people that control this matrix, they want us to move in one direction, and that's forward, because we are going straight to death or walking off the edge. Knowledge, know the ledge. If you don't have the knowledge, you will walk right off the ledge when you reach your 7 space, the pawn. This is all connected to this man and number 7. Not too long ago, the company Oracle bought TikTok. Now is owned by Trump. And remember, the Oracle can see our future. That's because we are only moving 7 spaces. There's nowhere to go at. Remember, the Matrix use numbers because they are gambling with us. But why don't God stop any of this shit? Only thing that can save you in this Matrix is the right knowledge. If we don't have the right knowledge, we will always be stuck here. The Matrix told us if we follow the orders, be good, be nice, respect the system, when we die, we will go to heaven or paradise. But it's not really paradise, it's the pair of dice, because the Matrix is gambling with our life. So when we die in this Matrix, we will reincarnate, come back and be stuck in lucky number 7. Or I should say, the $250 bill. The new dictatorship is coming. A lot of people can't understand this because they did not hear the angels blowing their 7 trumpets. Trumpets. These people just puppets. They work for another force. These life forms came from a different star to enslave all of us, and they taught the Dogons first. Dogons is no God backwards.
You got me fucked up! You gonna punch me? You gonna hit me? You gonna hit me? You gonna hit me? You got somebody else? No, please, please, please. What's the number? What's our number? What's our number? 707. Hey, are you hiding my arm? 707. You hiding me?
You went too far. You got it, Cat. That's the devil, Cat. Okay? That's the devil. That police officer is the devil. Okay? That's the devil.
Hey, y'all, I gotta move this line.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Get the fuck off of that lady. You ain't screaming like a man. You is wrong. You is wrong.
Alright, I don't know about y'all, but this is exactly how the moon is coming up for me. My camera lens is completely clear, y'all. Like, And I don't know why the moon is showing up like this. It looks like my lens is broken, but it's not. Is anybody else? Is the moon coming up for anybody like this? Bro, that's crazy. I got no other glare. Let me see. Yeah, look at that, y'all. So I've got no glare on this. But this right here. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, bro. That's crazy. Anybody else? Is this happening for you? That hunter moon, that shit like a whole spider web, bro. It looks like a whole spider web. Look at that X, though. The government shutdown just leveled up, and now it's affecting airports and airlines across the country. Planes are being delayed, towers are looking empty, and air traffic controllers are gone. Why? Because they're not being paid. Chicago O'Hare is facing major delays because of ATCs, or air traffic controllers. You know, the ones that are guiding the planes in and out, telling the planes where and where to not go. Yes, those people are not getting paid, so they're not showing up for work. Even the Burbank Airport in California had to shut down because no one came into work. This governmental shutdown is having a compound effect on everybody.
News right now at O'Hare, where the ongoing government shutdown could lead to flight delays. The Federal Aviation Administration says O'Hare has been hit by staffing shortages with air traffic control facilities and towers. And there could be delays due to those staffing shortages this evening. Controllers are considered essential workers, so they must work during the shutdown, but they're not getting paid.
To make sure we have air travel safe and controllers focused not on their mortgages, not on the next paycheck, not on food on the table, but actually on making sure you and your family are safe.
Burbank Airport in the Los Angeles area was forced to close its air traffic tower yesterday because it had 0 controllers on the job.
So let me get this straight, Mr. U.S. Secretary of Transportation. You don't want the workers to focus on their next paycheck. You don't want them to focus on their mortgage, and you don't want them to focus on how they're going to eat their next meal, but you want them to focus on getting people in and out of the airports. Right, that's going to make a lot of sense. That's exactly why you have no one showing up at the airports now. You hear this guy? But yeah, there are actually people out there who are going to work and they're not getting paid. This shift is crazy. It's here.
Give me the motherfucking 10K right now. We dealing with a government shutdown, currently at work, and we currently not getting paid. What the fuck is going on? I just want to cry.
Did you hear that, Sean Duffy? I hope you heard that. So let me know that in the comments below, y'all. I'm telling y'all, the shift is here. They feel it. They see it. Let's continue to get it. Peace in. So nobody is talking about this, and that's because they don't want people to know. Y'all, the IRS just quietly closed its doors, and the only reason why I know about it is because my sister works there, and she called us to let us know that she just worked her last shift. She told me that they were supposed to stay open till around the 15th, or until funding got sorted. Remember, Congress is trying to find a way to fund the government right now. But today, after her last shift, click, they locked the doors. So here I am scouring the internet to find some videos for you guys. I can't find one legit videos, no media coverage whatsoever. I just come across this one guy. He's an IRS agent who's helping his client file some taxes, and the surprise on his look when he came up to the building, find out they were closed, y'all, priceless. So something is going on out there that people don't want us to know, y'all. The IRS just shut down.
Good morning. Here's today's update from your Super Agent Logan. I'm down here at the IRS helping out one of my clients that needs some extra paperwork done, and we're having issues getting people on the phone. I know the IRS was open yesterday if you came down in person, but as of today, as of 5 a.m. this morning, the IRS is officially closed. So if you have any transactions that you're working with the IRS on, or if you have any personal things you're working with on the IRS, they are closed. So be patient as the government figures out what they're going to do and opens back up.
Now, I don't know what's going on out there, but all of these major hands of the government shutting down the same time that the government is shutting down and they can't figure out what's going on, y'all, something big is around the corner. And then I just found out that there's a lot going on in Washington, D.C. that people aren't speaking of as well. I'm gonna come back and do another video on that. But did y'all know this, y'all? The shift is here. I've been telling y'all. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's continue to get it. Peace in. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute. Tim Tebow is black now? Tim Tebow is indigenous now? Huh? Hold on. Why does everybody want to be black now? Do y'all know something's coming to us that we don't know? Do y'all know if reparations about to happen, y'all? I'm looking at this man on a podcast looking like he just stepped out of the tanning salon right across the street from his house just to add some extra melanin right before the show. This man got the hat on, he got the beaded necklace on, the whole de facto $5 Seminole Indian starter pack, and he is pointing at a group of white guys and telling him that they are the problem, while conveniently forgetting that he is one of them.
Whites are the problem in America. You guys are the issue. You guys, you people. We're trying to get better. Clump? Whitey? My stance on it is whatever Will Compton decide.
What's going on here? Because he almost includes him when he says we're the problem, but then he's like, hold on, why doesn't Tim Tebow want to include himself in this demographic? And then he proceeds to call them whitey. So something must be coming to the indigenous population of America, because now everybody is trying to say that they are one of us. Is this what Kendrick Lamar was trying to warn us about? No other race on earth can say they went through what we went through. No other race on earth can say they experienced what we experienced. We went through literal hell and back, and now everybody wants to borrow that glow when it's convenient for them. You can't buy a soul or melanin at a tanning salon. You can't download rhythm, and you sure as hell cannot imitate what's already encoded in the DNA of the indigenous people of this realm. So I gotta ask the question, do they know that something is coming for us? Is this to get ready for pre-reparations? Because it's getting pretty spooky out here how everybody is trying to play us like it's some type of spiritual cosplay season. It's not even Halloween yet. I guess Tim Tebow didn't get the message, because the $5 Indians, the fake natives, already admitted that we, the indigenous copper-colored people, are the true natives of this planet. Y'all whole story is falling down. The only thing that you guys were good at was lying, but now even that's crumbling. But did y'all hear about this? Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace out.
Get it out with your foot. There you go. Now you got it. Now you got it. Watch out. Move that tail, boy. He's going to swipe your ass. I'm telling you. He should have went back. No, he can't. He won't go. Who finna take it? Watch out. Move your ass out the way. You see me going, I come back. I told you. Oh, shit. Take his ass up.
I dated a witch. It's a true story. Like, she tried to get me involved in her bullshit too. It's crazy shit. True. So look, I met this chick. She was bad as fuck. Like, she was a black chick too. Natural black hair, but her hair was like curly. It was like, oh my God, it was beautiful. Like, I don't know how to explain it. She reminded me of Hillary from the Fresh Prince. That's how bad she was. She reminded me of Hillary, but with bigger up fronts. You know what I'm talking about? She was dope as fuck, G. And her energy, her vibe, everything was amazing. She was a giver too. Like, she took care of me and didn't ask me for shit. Had a decent crib or whatever. Let me tell you something. I never got into the crib at first, but I remember dropping her off. But listen to me. She was just cute. I mean, she was
She was just perfect, as a matter of fact. And I like this chick. Like, she one of them type that you just call home and say you ain't coming back for. Like, hey, baby, put your mom on the phone. Yeah, I ain't never coming home again. That's how dope she was my sunshine. You understand what I'm saying? But she had a few kids, and I ain't get no fuck about that. At that time, I didn't care about dating a single parent. She had like 3 daughters. And when I swear to God, look, she explained to me that she wasn't messing with men and got pregnant. No, she chose men to have babies with, and all they were good for were the babies. Like, she was really out here aura farming personality traits and genes and shit. I promise to God. Look, I later come to find out through like my own studies that more than likely she wasn't having only daughters. That's all that made it, because she was dedicating them other ones in other ways. We'll talk about it later. But yeah, so how I found out about the witchcraft and what brought my attention to it is when she presented her children to me. I'm gonna say that again. She didn't introduce me to her children. She ain't come home, hey, this right here is mommy friend, baby. No. She presented her children to me. I came over to the house. It was a nice house too. Incense smelled good. It threw me at first because she had frankincense burning, not like oils. She actual frankincense, and I was like, oh, okay, I ain't seen that since I became a Mason. Interesting. So look, so I'm just chilling. She tell me she says the word. She want to present the children to me. She want them to greet me. So she go change clothes, whatever, come back with the children. Now she come back out dressed like a slave, like real sexy Summer Walker-ish slave. You know what I'm saying? Like that sexy chick that got ate in Interview with the Vampire. You know what I'm talking about? Straight like French looking slave. Like bad than a motherfucker too. But then her kids come out also dressed like little slaves. Like little Victorian slaves. They look like 3 little maids from school. You know what I'm talking about? Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. 3 little maids from school. 3 little maids from school. 3 little maids who arbitrary, come from a lady seminary, free from a genius to the Larry. 3 little maids from school. 3 little maids from school. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Either way it go, Google that shit. But hear what I'm saying? They come out looking like 3 little maids from school. And I don't know how, but they all look the same age. Even though they like supposed to be like a year apart from each other, all these little bitches look the same age. But it still didn't throw me. I didn't even mind throwing my gene pool in there. She told me she wanted one out of me, and I was like, I'm thinking I could do that, right? But then this when the shit got weird. Man, look, she invited me to some little get-together. I get to the get-together, and everybody is, you know, they vibing. They just too peaceful to me. They just too happy, too loving, too, oh my God, it's so nice to meet you. You feel so warm. And there was just it was so much of that, and the way people looked at me, it just felt weird. Then one day I'm at the crib with her. Her daughters is with one of her sisters or whatever. And so we at the crib, and we had a great night. It was a great night, and now we vibing. And now we doing, like, she been doing little rituals, a little burning shits, and she been putting shit on altars and shit the whole time. Now she want to do something with me, and I'm with the shit, whatever. But she got this drink she done prepared for me. And I'm about to drink the shit, and she talking to me about the shit, talking about that it was going to make me powerful. And I was like magic? And she was like, something like that. And I was like, bad. What's in it, though? And then she started telling me, because I don't know if you know, you got to agree to some level on a lot of this shit. Like, even if you drinking it is your agreement, you consented by drinking the shit, right? But whatever. She tell me exactly what's in it. And she said she's telling me because she wants me to know and still drink it. This motherfucking drink had her menstrual juices in it. This bitch thought I was finna drink her menstrual waters. Now, I don't know if she understands this. My family's from Louisiana. Not Louisiana. My family from Louisiana. That's is the same, but it's the same, but it's different. I still got family that don't got birth certificates. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Like, that's Louisiana. Like, and as soon as she explained that shit to me, all my Louisiana genes stood up like, nope. And I was like, oh no, that's over with, baby. And I told her for real, I told her, shoot, look, I would gladly stand in front of Truck Coon all day long and be Ezekiel somewhere. But I ain't finna do for no magic is drink your motherfucking menstrual juice. I'm not finna drink your menstrual Capri Sun, bitch. Like, fuck it. That ended our relationship for real. Because she act like she felt some type of way when I'm the one that's supposed to feel some type of way. Like, are you for real?
And she really wanted me to go through with this and then have a child. Now I'm wondering what happened to the rest of the niggas. What happened to the other baby fathers? Because you said that they not in their lives. Are they not alive? Is that what's going on? Did you use them as a... Is that what you was doing for me? You was prepping me for sacrifice and trying to zombify me, trying to control... What the fuck was happening? Either way it go, I ain't want no parts. I left that shit alone, G. I left her alone, period. To the point now that I won't even date a bitch now. If she ever talks about doing a reading, I don't want no parts of you, bitch. No, hell no, I'm cool. You a witch. You a witch. I don't give a fuck with... Even if you just a witch in training, you trying to be a witch. Fuck out of here. That's a true story too, man. Follow me for more.
Y'all want y'all kids to do this to our kids, huh? So you bitches gonna keep pushing and pushing and pushing. I'm pissed the fuck off. If you don't like cussing, scroll the fuck up. I just seen a 4th grader beat and strangle a 2nd grader. Then this nigga fucking hang him in the school bathroom.
You look at my son, he has marks under his eyes, like blood vessels.
He still has bruises on his neck from being choked.
Luckily, the little boy is still alive, y'all. I don't like that the parents went anonymous. What the fuck y'all scared for? This happened to y'all child. You need to let this be known. Y'all need to be seen. In the school trying to make it seem like they was horse playing. This not horse playing. This is straight bullying. And we already know what color the other little boy is. Cause when he did it, why he tell a little boy, yeah, this what we used to do to y'all back in the day? The fuck? Why the fuck a 4th grader in the same bathroom with a 2nd grader? Why they not being monitored? Why they don't have nobody in the bathroom or outside in the hallways? And for this to go on, how long was he gone out the classroom before teachers started looking for him? This was in Charles County in Maryland at CPAR Barnhart Elementary. Now when the parents found this out, they was at work. They get the call from the principal, Carrie Burt. She was the one that rode in the ambulance with the little boy. Now, when she first told the parents the story, she told them he was choking. Parents rushed to the hospital thinking that he choked off eating lunch at school. Y'all, why the fuck the principal try to say that they was horse playing? She even released a statement saying some dumb shit, talking about he jumped up on a hook and got caught. How is it horse playing if he got neck contusion, which is caused by blunt trauma to the neck? Not only that though, y'all, when the principal had got to him, she said he was foaming out the mouth and unconscious. The school really trying to cover this up. They really trying to make it seem like they was horse playing. And of course, you know, when shit like this happen, when it's always that color, they not about to show no pictures. They not even about to give out no names. They not even saying nothing about the parents of the little boy. Did y'all expel him? Anything? In the news outlets, they just really trying to butter this shit up, y'all. Why is this not being talked about? Share this out, y'all. And of course, we're gonna have the white tees in the comments trying to justify, oh, how y'all know. Who the fuck gonna say that? Any other color gonna say that? What color is the only ones that do this? If I'm them parents, I'm pressing charges on all they ass. I'm suing that school. I'm taking my son out of there and I'm homeschooling him. Cause play with mine like that, man, shit getting flipped up. I'm telling you, it won't be nobody else going to that school. Cause it'll be in a dust ball in the middle of the field.
I want y'all to notice something. Ever since we had the government shut down, there's been 0 chemtrails. I haven't seen the sky this clear in decades. How crazy this is. Not a weird cloud in the sky, nowhere. Look at this. Mountains clear. This is how it used to be in the 90s. Look at that. Government shut down. Can we get back to this? Keep this shit shut down. Look at that, a real cloud. I need y'all go look in the sky right now and see for yourself what happens when there's a government shutdown. I love it.
Todo esto se salió de control
No tuve las debidas precauciones. Muestras regadas en el mundo, un meteorito que desconozco el paradero y cosas creciendo en mi estanque, creciendo en la pecera. K25 ya ustedes saben dónde está. Lo hice público y tiene que estar clarito que está ahí. Si alguien pregunta dónde está K25, ustedes ya saben porque yo se lo hice saber. Y bueno, se cuidan mucho y los quiero. Ha sido una bonita experiencia interactuar con ustedes, ver cómo evolucionó K25 al pasar de los días, y me gustó mucho que ustedes estuvieran ahí presentes todos los días esperando que subiera un video. Así que los quiero mucho, cuídense y ojalá que algún día vean a K25. Siempre me ha encantado poner en mis historias cosas creativas que ponen la gente de K25, imágenes de inteligencia artificial o dibujos y videos que me dan risa o interesantes. No necesariamente tiene que venir algo de afuera para destruir el planeta, si nosotros mismos lo estamos destruyendo con basura, contaminación y guerras innecesarias. Bueno, me despido, cuídense mucho.
Yeah, Camille. Look at this. Now, what to make America great again is going on here? Just look at them. Thugs. All outside in the daytime just fighting. Baby, what you doing? Move up. We can't see. There you go. Move. Come on, move. There you go. There you go. There we go. There you go, baby. And whoever filming this, I want to thank you. You the real MVP. Now, as I was saying, all out in the daylight fighting. Oh, big boy ain't know he was messing around with a certified UFC fighter. He got that boy in a whole chokehold. Like they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Get him. Tap out. You need to tap out. Mr. UFC, let him go. He can't breathe. He can't breathe. Y'all just out there acting like animals. God, what is you doing? I'm going to tell you one more time. That ain't got nothing to do with us. As you can see, ain't nothing you can do. Because big old bald head can't even get out the chokehold. Oh, look at him. Oh, he old with. Oh, Lord, she just sitting up there pleading with him. See, they finna get up and beat you up. See, big old bald head, you should have just got in your car and left. The first time. Hold up. I know you lying. You done got your big old bald head self whooped in front of your son. Now, don't tell me you about to go back for some more. Your big old head self just... Wait a minute. He done whooped you out your shoe in front of your damn son.
What's up, y'all? You ain't gonna want to miss this one. This was sent to me by a follower, and it's absolutely mind-blowing. My grandfather, Joachim, was born in 1889 and lived until 1984. I was just an 11-year-old boy when he left. He was a fisherman all his life, and he loved to tell stories that, while incredible, he swore were always true. He used to say that he preferred to fish at dawn, because that was when the fish emerged to the surface to bite. He'd tie his fishing net at one end of the river and throw his line just as the fog would start to dissipate. In those days, it was common to catch huge fish without much difficulty. He always came back with his basket full. My grandfather was a curious man by nature. He said that he had been going to that river since he was just 10 years old, and almost every time early on in the morning, he would notice some strange movements on the riverbanks on the opposite side from where he always fished. According to him, no other town occupied the area, so it didn't make sense as to who these people were. They'd show up without fail at 5 a.m. every time. He'd see them seemingly humanoid figures entering to the water, and he always found this very peculiar. So to find out who they were, one morning he got in his canoe, but instead of going directly to the shore where they used to go, he decided to travel further upstream and across the river to get a good look at who these people were. Once on the mainland, he hid his canoe among the vegetation and snuck over where he'd lay in the tall grass and hide out about 28 meters away from where he'd see those people. The next morning, like clockwork, at the crack of dawn, they showed up. But what he had witnessed left him without breath. I saw several groups, entire families, but they were not human. They had an upright body, they walked on two legs like us, but their skin was scaly, resembling dry leather. Their faces were similar to that of a crocodile, albeit with shorter snouts. The smaller ones moved on all four legs, gliding with agility between water and land. They did not speak, but communicated with signs. At first I thought they were people in disguise, or they were carrying dead caimans on their shoulders. But no, they were alligators. He said the most shocking moment was when everyone went into the river, except one who remained seated on the bank in a fully human-seated position. But his appearance was unmistakably reptilian. My grandmother said that it took him more than 10 minutes to move back, as fear paralyzed him, and he feared making noise. Since he was so far from the farmhouse and it had gotten too late, he decided that night not to return home and stayed and slept at the foot of a large tree near his usual fishing spot. My grandmother said that after that day, my grandfather fell seriously ill. Nobody knew what caused him to do so, but we always suspect that it was related to what he had witnessed. But eventually he did get better, and he lived until he was 95 years old. And until his last day, he repeated with conviction that those beings still live there, the primitive forests of Brazil in the Amazon.
Oh, they in love with you. Yeah, you chosen one. It may seem as though they hate you, when in all reality, they just don't know how to express themselves. Hate is just a lower vibrational form of love. You may see someone trying to steal your style, but they're not trying to outshine you. They're trying to be like you. You may see someone trying to steal your ideas in the workplace. They're not trying to get over on you. They're trying to feel like you. You may think someone is intentionally trying to trigger you. They're not trying to make you mad. They're trying to learn how to react like you. You see, the people you thought was your number one haters are actually your number one fans. You have more control over their mind than they do. You've been unconsciously programming them because they secretly resonate with your energy. But you'll never know because they're too stuck in their ego, in which prevents them from being honest to you or themselves, in which prevents them from reaching the next chapter of their lives. They are holding themselves back from being free and loving themselves.
So we got about 16 more days and they are here. And you know what? I'm ready for them to come. With all the shit that's going on in the world today, I am ready for these aliens to pull up. I'm not going to fight back. If I'm to be eaten or they use me for some type of jet fuel, so be it. I'm going to hug my family. I'm getting up out of here because the way the world is going, what I'm seeing, yeah, y'all bring it on. Bring it on. Shit, and don't ask me what you go do. Nothing. I don't have a fucking rocket to get away from. I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to sit here and be eaten alive. Call me.
Massive update on the Boogosphere. You guys, I'm almost speechless. The people that have been saying this is a hoax, I would love to hear your thoughts on this because carbon dated samples, the results are back and it was sent to the University of Georgia. Now, for those of you that have no idea what the Boogosphere is, it's this. It was flying around in Colombia back in March. It hit some power lines, it went down, and some men retrieved it. And there's been a lot of debate over whether this is real or fake, and this is added to a playlist so you can catch up. I know this is really small, but we're going to go over the results in bigger print. 12,560 years ago was what the resin from the Boogosphere was dated. The report summary, we know it went to the University of Georgia in Athens, Georgia. The client is an LLC that Stephen Greer has. The sample was received on September 12th. The date of the results was September 19th. The analyzed material was resin. The carbon in this resin last exchanged with the atmosphere 12,560 years ago. The margin of error is 30 years. So roughly dated to 10,600 BC, around the end of the last ice age. This confirms it is not a modern material. So, there's that.
This video right here, y'all, is pretty disturbing. And you can already tell by the body language of this young melanated kid that he's uncomfortable. I've seen a whole bunch of videos of teachers coming out this year and saying that these students don't want to learn, they're very disrespectful. Well, how do you expect them to act when you have a white tea man teaching a whole bunch of melanated kid this rhetoric that women are unneeded and they don't need to be educated in this world? Why? Because he's telling them that this is a man's world. Now, like I said, this video is disturbing, y'all, and I need your comments on this. Let me know what you guys think about this video. This is crazy.
He helped promote the education of women. Don't you think that was the worst thing ever to happen when we started to educate women? What you guys think? Was it good or bad to educate women? Huh? Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Someone still suck today.
Was it good or bad to educate women?
Nah.
Why?
Because we don't need this. I don't know.
Because this is a man's world.
Yeah.
And women are not supposed to know no more than we let them know.
Yeah.
Don't you feel the same way, Harlow?
I don't.
You don't?
What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? Are you crazy? What's happening? Man, he said,
Why do you think women should be educated?
why should because it's a man's world. Nah, y'all.
You hear the children repeating what he's saying?
No.
If you let women know too much, they'll boss you around.
Many times religion is about control. I don't want my wife to know nothing. I don't want my wife to know.
You cheating on her?
No, I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to know just very little. So I can control a paycheck, tell when to eat, sleep.
What the heck is right, y'all? What is this man teaching our children?
That's one way to control. I'm just saying. Well, of course, now that's personal. But as a teacher, I have to tell y'all that women are entitled to the same education, quality education.
This is pretty outrageous because the fact of the matter is you're having another group of people teaching our children wrong about women, failing to realize in order for him to be of this world, he had to come from a woman. So now I feel like you're trying to coerce our boys into staying away from women. And again, this is in Atlanta. You already know what Atlanta's about. No disrespect, but the fact of the matter is you're teaching our boys wrongly about the women or the God that they really come from. When I tell you this so-called America empire needs to fall down fast so we can rebuild a whole brand new system without these people, it needs to happen ASAP, y'all. But this is beyond disgusting. Let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. I've been telling y'all the shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
When your prisons are filled with so-called asylum seekers who repaid kindness, and that's what they did. They repaid kindness with crime. It's time to end the failed experiment of open borders. You have to end it now. See, I can tell you. I'm really good at this stuff. Your countries are going to hell. In America, we've taken bold action to swiftly shut down uncontrolled migration. Once we started detaining and deporting everyone who crossed the border and removing illegal aliens from the United States, they simply stopped coming. They're not coming anymore. We're getting a lot of credit, but they're not coming anymore.
He literally just said it himself. I've been telling y'all for the longest. Trump believes in free will, and he's trying to give it back to the people because he do not want to face the same karma that the rest of the elites is about to face. That's why I always said there's three sides. The left side, no free will. Right side, free will. And the third side is humanity. Freedom for all. Your own choice. No matter what. So let me break down what he basically just said to the United Nations. And as we always know, inside the Bible, they always talk about other nations versus other nations. So we all know that room was filled up with a bunch of leaders from all nations, right? They are the same ones that's funding wars in their own countries with the military or their gangs. So they destabilize their own country, right? And make their own people want to come here to America. Then they provide a way for them to make it here to America by infiltrating the American system. So now we have people, leaders of other nations have control of areas here in America, which is not their nation. They take the resources from America and then give it to their people that they just basically coerced to leave their own country for quote unquote safety or a better life, however you want to put it. So while they're over here giving them benefits from us, they're taking away from the American people to give to them. So it's depleting, it's destroying America, the more people that come from other nations. Obviously the financial system, because when they actually come here from other nations, what they end up doing is still sending the money right back to the nation they just came from. So technically, most of these people are not helping. They're only helping to destroy, but they don't realize it. A lot of them don't, but a lot of them do. And another thing, a lot of people don't realize that all nations, all the races that's here in America has been trafficked. And then was coerced to traffic the Americans. And that's what people are not really understanding right now. And that's why they're going to hell. Because they literally did this to everyone on some type of level. But of course, the black Americans got it the worst because they had to use everyone around the whole world to go against us. Otherwise, their plans will never work. So check it. This is off the Department of Homeland Security website. Traffickers often operate under the guise of a legitimate business or relationships to make it challenging to challenge their true intent. So when you say businesses, think about the politicians, CEOs of all them companies that's literally hiring these people, knowing they're illegal. They adapt their tactics and exploit modern technology and social media, targeting individuals through online platforms and personal networks. Communities may not always be aware of the signs and presence of traffickers within their midst, which makes public education and awareness crucial, which is what I'm trying to do and trying to explain to everybody right now. This is why the immigration crisis is so serious, because everybody has been trafficked. Traffickers might use the following methods to lure victims into trafficking situations: violence, manipulation, false promises of well-paying jobs. I'm going to say it again. False promises of well-paying jobs. Romantic relationships. Traffickers look for people who are easy to target by psychological and emotional vulnerability, economic hardship. I'm going to say it again. Economic hardship. Lack of a social safety net. I'm going to say it again. Lack of a social safety net when you have no one to come talk to because you can be called the victim. We have natural disasters and political instability. It's how they break down all the racial categories and how they pick their targets. Human trafficking is an underreported crime. Language barriers, fear of their traffickers, and or fear of law enforcement frequently keep victims from seeking help. Again, fear of law enforcement. Think about the people that always face all the trouble, but they don't even want to call the police. It's the effect of this on a larger scale. They say it's the largest hidden crime because you can see it everywhere, but people do not recognize what they are going through. And that's why I'm here trying to explain it over and over and over again, because we're still in the motherfucking war, bro. They literally traffic everybody from around the whole world to come and traffic us in America. So we can't leave. They keep us oppressed, so they keep the system going because we're the only ones that can stop it. So as long as everybody holding the ones that can stop it down, it's going to continue forever. But that shit about to change. Anyways, I hope y'all picked up what I put down. Y'all know how I keep it. Y'all be guys. Peace.
The data poured in, a cascade of new bodies bleeding out of the darkness around 3i Atlas, as if some hidden factory had opened. The first night, Reuben logged 989 objects emerging from the 3i Atlas region. By the second night, the count had already surged to 1,355. On the sixth night, it was 1,796. By the seventh, 2,104. 3 days later, the tally ripped past 4,000. The multiplication was continuing, all headed toward Earth. The swarm didn't burst into being, it grew in real time, with new objects appearing in the scans every few hours like fresh production runs from a factory. But why Reuben telescope can detect these objects, not other telescopes on Earth? Because no other telescope on Earth is built like Reuben. Its enormous 8.4 meter mirror and the largest, most powerful astronomical camera ever built, a 3.2 gigapixel eye, sweep across the heavens every night, capturing oceans of starlight at once, instead of staring at a single patch. That is why it could show what no one else could, thousands of bodies spilling out of deep space in perfect formation. And what made it so terrifying was the uniformity. Spectral reports showed every object shared the same speed, the same trajectory, the same strange green-tinted tail as 3i Atlas. Ave Loeb confirmed nickel, cobalt, and high-temperature alloys, the kind of metals forged under industrial conditions, all had the same unusual carbon monoxide-driven glow. Until that moment, every amateur and professional astronomer had seen only one object. Now, there were thousands. Infrared spectroscopy made it worse. Each of these bodies was about 1/10 the size of 3i Atlas, yet apparently powered by a core twice as powerful. 3i Atlas had already puzzled scientists with an estimated 10 gigawatt power source inferred from its core, but the new companions appeared to radiate 20 gigawatts each. Even our most advanced reactors cannot match that power to mass ratio. Our biggest power plants weigh thousands of tons to produce only a few gigawatts. These objects are no larger than a city block, yet each one radiates enough power to light entire nations while hurtling through space. Astrophysicists at Cal...
What was captured flying over Mexico? An alleged meteorite was seen on video flying toward Mexico and about to crash into the city, when all of a sudden it changed its path, causing a lot of concern as to was it really a meteorite. If you haven't seen the video, take a look at this. Take a look at it right there. Watch carefully what it does. It changes path. Here it is closer. Take a look at that. It changes path. And here's a thermal image of it. I freeze framed it and blew it up as best as I could. As you can see, it's got a trail, but what is the dot in the corner up there that was kind of guiding it? In watching it again, as you can see, it's coming straight down and then just changes course. Coming straight down and changes course. This leaving a lot of experts that have seen the video to question, was it a meteorite? Was it a comet? Or was it something we should be concerned about? Think about it. With all the talk of 3i Atlas and everything that's going on in space, do you think this is something we need to be concerned about? What are your thoughts as to what that was flying over Mexico? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you.
This is a global message. There are people on this planet with real powers that are not understood by science yet. Many people have called them magical powers. Movies have depicted these people as X-Men or Avengers, psychics, mediums, you've heard it all. The truth is there are people on this planet with real extrasensory abilities that go beyond what science knows of now, and it's not magic, it's just science that humans are not aware of or were made to not be aware of. These people with powers, which are many of you watching right now, you know that the collective is going to need you at one point, and you are going to be teaching the world about the things that you know of that science doesn't know of yet. You know what's interesting is that the powers that be and the people that have been leading this planet so far have known all about this, and they know who you are, but they haven't disclosed it because they've just used this wisdom, power, and understanding for themselves. The collective is going to be studying you as you are teaching them. But right now you're in study mode. You're mastering your powers. You're understanding what they actually are. Some of your powers is just you have connection with other beings that are beyond Earth, or you have access to certain layers of the spirit realm that others don't. I need you to get ready because the world is going to need you real soon. If you are having dreams, aka astral travels, where you are in school, you're learning about yourself, or maybe you are training, or you're in battle, you're doing something where you're helping out the planet or helping people, you're doing missions in the astral realm. You are going to school and learning in the astral realm. The spirit realm is the real world, and what we're doing in this physical realm on Earth, it's all a giant experiment, a giant game. We all decided to come here to play a role in this Earth experiment. And the world is about to know that it was a giant experiment and that what was happening here was a reflection of what's been happening in the stars millions and millions and millions of years ago. People are going to know what Earth really is and what space really is. All I'm saying is that the world is going to need you soon, and I need you to take yourself seriously, as well as prepping yourself to be in the role that you know you're going to be in. No one could do this like how you do. You literally agreed to come and do this. So what you're seeing now and what you're about to see in the coming times, it's all just the after effect of what is happening in the spirit realm and what is happening in the background. Let the masses get ready. Let humans do what they got to do. They got to work some stuff out, okay? And while they're doing that, you're getting ready for where the world's about to be and the way the world needs you. The first will be last and the last will be first, meaning all the people that were the weirdos, the ones that were so different that people didn't understand them, are now going to be the ones in the front leading the masses. You were different on purpose, and soon everybody's going to need you.
3i Atlas 60-second update. If you're like most people and going, what the hell is happening? 1, it's producing methane. You know, I don't remember the last time a comet, a meteor, or an asteroid produced methane. 2, it's producing its own light source, and it's producing it from within. I don't remember the last time a comet, meteor, or asteroid did that. 3, It's speeding up and slowing down. It's changing course and then correcting its course. I don't remember when an asteroid, meteor, or comet ever did that either. It's also not producing what typically follows the tail of a comet, meteor, or asteroid. And in fact, it's actually producing that at times in front of it, which is leading scientists to believe that it has some form of exhaust that is helping it speed up or slow down. I don't remember when an asteroid, meteor, or comet has done that either. And lastly, the elements it's made of are not known on our periodic table, which doesn't confirm that it is or isn't a spaceship, asteroid, meteor, or comet, but it does have known elements that we here on Earth have no clue what it is. So those are just 60 seconds of updates on 3i Atlas, just in case you were still wondering what the hell is this thing and when is it showing up.
I need y'all to bear with me with this video because this is for the true chosen ones, targeted individuals. I did this video 2 years ago on TikTok and it got flagged, but I'm gonna drop it again. It's about the solar flares. Now you heard that there's gonna be a certain solar flare that's gonna hit the planet and turn all technology, all electronics. It's gonna shut everything down, right? And they say that when this solar flare hits, the chosen ones are gonna activate their DNA. Many people believe they're gonna get their powers. Some people are gonna get the vision you have already, chosen ones, the 2020 vision, but supposedly it's gonna activate your DNA. And the truth of the matter is, your DNA is already within you, activated. That's what the frequency weapons are for. Hear me out, fam. This is gonna get trippy right now. The frequency weapons is for, so like that your crown chakra won't activate, and you don't activate the gift that's already within you. That's how you're also gonna know. So what's gonna happen is, if the solar flare does hit, what's gonna happen is that it's not that it's gonna activate your DNA. It's gonna turn off that machine, the frequency weapon that has you imprisoned. And it's gonna turn it off and you're gonna be able to activate yourself. That's what the solar flare really is. It's not that it's gonna activate your DNA all of a sudden. Your DNA is already activated within you, but the frequency weapons is keeping you trapped. It's like kryptonite. But this is how you'll know if that solar flare, if something that they say the solar flare hits and everything shuts down, the internet, everything goes blank. This is how you'll know if it was orchestrated by the powers that be. The only ones that'll know that if it was orchestrated by the powers that be are the chosen ones. Because when everything shuts down, they'll know that it was the powers that be that did it. Because when everything goes blank and then you're offline and everything goes, in chaos, the chosen ones are going to know that it was the powers that be that orchestrated this, because they'll still be feeling the frequency weapons, meaning they'll shut everything down but that. And that's how the chosen ones are going to know that this is a fake solar flare thing that turned off supposedly the grid. So the chosen ones will know the truth. But if it's really the solar flare, which is something that the chosen ones would want to happen, then everything will shut down, that'll shut down, and the chosen ones will be activated. And in the worst times, that's when the chosen ones are going to activate their DNA and they're going to be able to save mankind. Sounds crazy, you don't have to believe me, but that's the reality of that solar flare gossip that a lot of y'all been hearing.
At the same time that they're having over 800 military generals meet at the Pentagon, they are trying to pass laws, right, that are against anybody who is anti-Christian, anybody who is anti-American, meaning if you're promoting any type of anything that is against what the government stands for, watch the fuck out. Yeah, it's about to be illegal for women to have bank accounts. It's illegal to be homeless. Yeah, and they already voted that it's no longer a human necessity to have food. So, the same way they're preparing for what is to come, you need to be preparing for what is to come. Because they're telling you and putting this in front of your face, and it's not a coincidence that it's happening on the harvest moon.
All DNA genealogy tests are fraud. They literally tell you on
every single one, because they have to legally tell you the truth. They gotta tell you. It's like, you know, they gotta tell you the truth. They can't lie to you. They literally tell you for entertainment purposes only. I know a lot of y'all lazy and y'all don't want to do the research, but the only way to know who you truly are and what you truly come from is by doing your own genealogy, by researching your past. Talk to your grandparents. I literally got my great-grandparents' birth certificates, my great-great-grandparents' birth certificate, my great-great. You can literally order it online. Like, I got so deep. I figured out where my grandparents, my great-great-great, I went all the way back to the 1800s. Where it's at now, Bay St. Louis? I think it's Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Yes, that's what it's called now. But originally, when my ancestors was born there, that wasn't even a name. They literally just had like the geographic dots with the numbers. I had to like search what those numbers was and where the current city was. Yeah. So a lot of shit has changed, and it takes a lot of research, and it takes to have a certain level of intelligence. I know a lot of people are lazy and they just like, I just want to send off my DNA for, you know, for entertainment purposes and let these people lie to me. But that's not, like, y'all know, like, the best things in life are not that easy to get. So in order for you to figure out who you truly are, you have to do the research. You have to go and do the research. Archives.gov is free as fuck. It got all the documents you need in order to figure out where you came from and who you truly are. Some people might have African ancestors. Me personally, I didn't have any African or Caucasians in my family. I had somebody by the name of Julia, Ferracantu, right? And they were from France, but they were actually colored. On the birth certificate, it said they was colored, but they was from France. So I actually have family who were European, but they were nigga Europeans. And you get when they was not either being. So, yeah, everybody's not from Africa. Everybody don't have the phenotypes of Africans. I don't look shit like Africans. All Africans is thick as shit. I don't even have no ass for real. You know, like I'm not African. Everybody's not African, but some people might have African ancestors. You have to research, do your own research, y'all. We've been everywhere. They didn't pick up everybody from Africa and drop them off on the whole planet. Right? That doesn't make sense. Remember, at one point in time, all the landmass was connected and we always was everywhere. We always was traveling. We always had advanced technology. So people have always been from everywhere. Some people are from Africa. Some people are from Australia. Some people are from Europe. Some people are from America. You just have to do your own research. That's the only way out, is going within yourself and finding out.
Why do I feel like every time I turn around, New York be one of the main states in the headlines, y'all? What kind of energy is New York sitting on?
What just happened over there? Oh, the half of my fucking Billy just fell, huh? Oh, the half of the fucking Billy just fell, huh? Oh!
New Yorkers are so dramatic. I love it. But y'all, please tell me, what in the world can cause such an explosion, right? They don't even know what it is. What in the world can cause a whole side of a 20-story building to come completely clean off? Y'all see that? Look at this.
Y'all gotta check on our people's ASAP, bro. Bro, what the fuck blew up? Bro, what?
Now they're speculating it may be due to a gas explosion, but they still are unsure. They have the drones and the dogs out there looking for people because they say that people were in the buildings, y'all. But 20 stories? My goodness, what caused that? Now, I'm not saying that this is the cause of this, but the fact of the matter is there has been a lot of weird activity taking place with the infrastructure of New York as of late. And I remember a few months they told us that a giant hot blob is heading towards New York from the Appalachian Mountains. Could this be the cause of this? I have no idea, but something is happening underneath the earth, like something is brewing underneath. We already know that New York sits on some powerful ley lines, but let me show y'all the esoteric connection to that. If you look in New York from above, the map, the layout, it looks like a woman, right? Not just any woman, a woman wearing a crown, right? Queens, New York, okay? Now, not just any woman, she looks ancient. She looks indigenous, doesn't she? I believe the reason why that is because New York represents the finance, the fashion, the media, and the influence of this 3D reality that we currently inhabit. And that is the woman, the indigenous woman. She holds the power, the influence, the fashion, the money. Woman is money, and I believe this is what the universe is reflecting to us. As above, so below. Y'all, we are literally in a video game, and numbers rule our reality. Do y'all see it yet? Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace in. Hey, y'all. So tell me why ABC just dropped this with everything going on right now. So y'all know we got 3i Atlas out there right now, and then supposedly 11 other comments, right? The holy 12, right? Something's happening. But the fact of the matter is 9/11 is dropping. The hit series on ABC, 9/11 is dropping their new episode on October. And ABC just dropped this commercial ad where it showcased a whole bunch of meteors falling out of the sky. But here's their response to the picture. They say, what if, and hear me out on this one, they aren't meteors? Hold on, y'all. What do they mean by that? Did y'all see did y'all see the commercial yet? Check this out. So hold on, y'all. So why do you think ABC threw that line in their promo like they know something? Like they are soft disclosing something? Do they know that those aren't meteors and there's something else? Like, what are they telling us? At first they told us that 3i Atlas may be a comet, and now they're speculating it to be a mothership, and now you have these things falling out of the sky, and then ABC is telling us this? So what do you guys think this is, y'all? The sky is talking, and Hollywood is hinting and letting us know what's going on, y'all, the big dogs. But let me know down in the comments below, y'all. The shift is here. It's gonna get a lot more interesting. Let's continue to get it. Peace out. Americans have had enough. People are feeling drained, confused, tired, restless. They are feeling that the government do not care. Some people can't eat, others can't stop eating, and everyone is asking the same question. What the heck is going on with the planet? What the heck is going on with this energy? Have you guys noticed it's already about to be October? Like, what is going on?
Almost October, and I've enjoyed maybe 3 days this year. I don't know what's going on. I maybe even enjoyed only 3 minutes this year. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what's happening with 2025, but it is just not the year. It's not it. If anything, we need to fast forward, get through 2025, and then just be in 2026 already. I can't be the only one that feels this way, that hasn't enjoyed more than 3 days since the beginning of this year. Who's with me? Let's fast forward to 2026.
I slept like shit last night, and I wake up this morning and my daughter's like, I've been up since 2 a.m. And I'm like, what the hell? That's like what time I was up for hours. I'm like, that's so weird. What the hell? And then my mom comes outside and she's like, I slept like shit last night. I'm like, what? Is anybody else experiencing this? What the fuck is going on in the cosmos?
Who needs to see this? What the fuck is happening in the last couple of weeks? What the fuck energetically is happening to this fucking universe?
I'm 27 years old, and I gotta say, I'm moving like someone with fucking dementia. Not so long ago, I placed my wallet on top of my car, just drove clean off. Just didn't even just forgot all about it. Today I was looking for my keys. They were in the fucking trash. The garbage can. I think all those years of abusing Benadryl is catching up to me. I'm ready for a home.
So I'm being evicted from my apartment. Yeah, let's talk about it.
So I live in a asshole part of Florida. I mean, Florida itself is disgusting, but I live in one of the worst parts of Florida. And there's nothing here. And for the past year, I have financially struggled to the point of mental insanity. I have been stealing my groceries. I have been basically stealing anything I can just so I can survive. I'm like a little fucking squirrel. And the stress from the financial instability has made my bipolar symptoms come back up. Oh no. So now they want me to medication. I didn't need to take medication for 4 years, but now I need medication. So, I'm getting in my fucking car, I'm driving to my mom, and we're gonna live out of our cars, we're gonna camp, we're gonna save as much money as we can, we're gonna get vans. I'm done living in this fucking system. I will forage for my own food if I have to. I'll kill a fucking animal if I have to. I'm done being part of this fucking rat race. This society is not normal. This isn't normal.
I'm not homophobic, I'm not racist, I'm not sexist, I'm not a bigot. I just want to be able to afford groceries. Bitch, I just spent $30 on coffee and marinara sauce. Y'all were supposed to be out here making America great again. $30. $30. Most of you bitches don't even make that in an hour, honey. And you hooked it up for the rest of us.
At my age, please stop asking me about my likes and dislikes. I like money and I dislike not having money, alright? That's it, alright? Like, what do you want me to say? That I like long walks on the beach? No, I like when my rent is paid on time. Right? Stop stressing me out with these questions. Like, you want me to say that I dislike liars? No, I don't care anymore. I dislike seeing $57 disappear from my account because I dared to breathe this morning. Every day feels like a job interview now. So what are your hobbies? My hobby is trying to figure out how eggs went from $2 to $9 without Congress holding a special meeting. Like, well, what happened? Right? Or they'd be like, well, what do you do for fun? Fun, I file disputes with my bank and hope they side with me. Okay? At this age, it's very simple. If it deposits, I like it. If it withdraws, I don't like it. That's it. Alright? Don't ask me about my favorite color, my favorite band, my favorite food. Ask me about how I'm surviving with this level of inflation. Okay? Because really, my likes at this age are just 2 words.
I'm ready to update my personality because whatever the fuck is going on right now just isn't working for me anymore. I don't align with it. I'm gonna become a fucking cunt. A literal fucking asshole. Because I'm done fucking worrying, catering to people's feelings. Oh my god, what if I make them mad and they think differently of me and I say or do the wrong thing and they have a problem with it? Who the fuck cares? People are only thinking of themselves. You could try your best. People are gonna have a fucking problem with you regardless. So you might as well let the cunt inside of you rip. Let it fucking loose. Release that cunt. Here are the rules. 1, say whatever the fuck you want. 2, let go of that feeling of, oh, I'm not in a place to say this. I don't have the right to say it. Clearly, people say whatever the fuck they want, so you can too. Here's an example. Your friend's being an asshole. Hey, whatever the fuck you just said right now, you sound really goddamn selfish. I don't give a shit if you meant to be a bitch or not. Fuck your intentions. You sound like a fucking asshole.
Just trying to check in really quick. We're all exhausted, right? And we're just pretending that we're not. Not like it's like been a bad week. It's been a couple of years, bro. Like I am at the point that I don't know what to do anymore. I used to have insomnia. I sleep now and I still feel like shit. I used to eat fast food every day. I cook at home now and I still feel like shit. I take vitamins and I drink water like it's a sport, and then I'm still thirsty and then I pee like it's my job. I journal and I meditate and I'm trying so hard to heal this like inner child, but I still feel like a broken adult. Maybe it's probably because my job is online. I live online. I never feel caught up. I try to stay informed. I don't want to be that person that's like ignorant to the things going on outside, but it is wearing me down. I know it's wearing you guys down too, but like it shouldn't all just be in one place. And I'll scroll and it's a dance video, and I'll scroll and it's somebody dying, and I'll scroll and it's a politics scandal, I'll scroll and then it's a meme. I don't want to be on my phone anymore, so then I have to go outside. I try to touch grass. I go to hug my tree. I got this watch to track my steps, make sure I'm doing it all. I don't even want to go outside. I have a fridge full of food. I don't want to eat anymore. Like, there's these tools that they promised us to give us more time, but it just feels like we have less. And like I say, I want to be connected, and then I'll cancel plans because leaving the house feels like a whole mission. And then like I work from home, which means I live at work, and my therapy is on Zoom, and my friends are on Discord, and my girlfriend is only on FaceTime. Like I can go weeks without seeing her and getting a hug. Like They call this burnout, but I don't know, is burnout supposed to like last this long? It's been a long time. Like,
See, right now it's about the time that the universe is asking you who you are. You know, what are you here to contribute to nature, to the universe? And people have been sold a lie. You know, the American dream was a problem for everybody. And this is exactly what's coming onto the surface right now. This is like the dark night of the soul of the United States, because people are like, what purpose are you living for the universe? The three-dimensional reality is breaking down, which 3 dimensions keeps you in a box. So you thinking that you're just Susie working at Apple helping Samantha getting a better iPhone, that concept is dead. You are bigger than what you think you are. So a lot of people are having this identity crisis right now. This is the enlightenment. This is the Christ consciousness. But yeah, y'all, the shit is here. Y'all see it. They feel it. Let's continue to get it. Peace out.
Nepal's parliament building burning to the ground because Gen Z was fed up with the Nepo kids flexing, moving, grooving, vibing, slide. They said, okay, watch this. About to stand on business, son. Took them 15 days to overthrow their government completely. The minister's family literally had to be lifted out on some random white acts of dangerous shit, margin for error, you guessed it, death type of vibe, because Gen Z was pulling up, popping out, like, oh yeah, what the fuck is up, man? We need that action now. Things went left when the former prime minister caught wind of some type of revolution that was coming his way because Gen Z was talking on Discord and different social media sites. He's like, okay, watch this. We blocking all social media. That wasn't the right move. When social media was blocked, basically Gen Z took it into their own hands. They're like, okay, block this. And he started moving Mephistophelian. I'm talking about pulling up to politicians' cribs, anybody that was a part of the government, burning that shit to the ground. Now, obviously, this was a violent reaction, and they fought back, and there's been 50 deaths so far. And they don't want you to know what's happening is it worked. They put aside their differences. There's no left versus right. They're like, hold on, the 1% is taking all the money. Why are we not getting none? These people are mid-revolution, and they are stopping their protests to let tour buses through, so they're like, oh yeah, it's not us. You gotta understand. This day motherfucking fault. Go ahead. Y'all have a nice day. Come back whenever y'all ready, but we need to deal with these fucking dickheads real quick. This is how it's executed. Once he and his wife almost died, he's like, all right, fine. I'll step down. What do y'all want? Yeah, we're gonna need complete control, and you gotta get the fuck up out of there. You guys are no longer in power. There's this random white tourist that has now become an independent journalist that the country just loves. And he's just in the mix. And the people over there love this man. You remember my last video, they pull up on the finance minister. They're like, oh yeah, we gonna need that. Come here, son. Take this walk through the river. Strip down, we beating your ass. Then the Gen Z social media-led group had an entire election through Discord where they picked their next interim prime minister. They selected their first woman ever, not somebody from Gen Z. They're like, oh no, we trust her. This is who's going to be in position. The army general is like, okay, we accept that. 15 days and the 1% are no longer in control of Nepal, and now changes are actually being made, and Gen Z has already hit the streets to then go clean up everything that was going on. As soon as they gained control, they immediately started cleaning up their streets and started cleaning up their community because they're like, this needed to happen, or change was never going to happen. You guys are going to keep all that motherfucking money. I wish America could take some notes. And now Nepal is headed in the right direction with the right people in control and people that actually feel like there's equality coming their way. America, I'm just saying, it's not left versus right. Stop pointing the finger. It's these motherfuckers that is at the 1% owning these companies that don't let the trickle-down effect happen, and then you be sitting in your grocery store, bill to bill, mad as fuck, and want to blame somebody else that has actually nothing to do with the policies and why you in your position. So, let's get on the same page. Let's point the finger in the right direction at the 1% and at that country over there, blue and white, 3,500 miles that way.